Good afternoon, beautiful creatures. Phoenix here. It's my first rant video via screencast, like in a good 2 to 3 weeks. Kind of had a big mishap with my health, but I'm getting there. It's like I said in my last video, I may be sick, but I'm not dead, so it's okay. Right now you see before you stat screen in regards to NFL season. And unfortunately, since I happen to have been a big fan of the New York Giants, I've been highly offended in regards to their performance this past Sunday. Now, this was their debut game for the start of season, regular season, and they did abysmally horrible. So it got to the point to where people really didn't want to see it. It ended so badly towards the end of the game. It shouldn't even happen. But the score was 26-27. They made the bulk of the points the majority of the game, but then all of a sudden they just turned around and flipped. I'ma just do the video because it's just absolutely horrible. Observe the abysmal failure. It's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, totally ridiculous.
Stop! Almost plenty of time, throws one right, it makes the pass, it gets across the field, fumbles the football, picked up by Dominic Rogers-Cremoni to the end zone, touchdown Giants.
Now notice they start off doing great, then all of a sudden, this happens.
My goodness!
This was during the third quarter. Keep watching. It's insane. Now notice this is the last quarter. They scored the bulk of their points, and then this happens. The points just keep rolling. Tony Romo was not trying to hear no excuses and waited for the open window. You see this?
Now that just saved the Cowboys 40 seconds.
You cannot tell me that that was the most stupid move that man has ever made. You know Jerry Jones is happy.
And remember what it felt like to do what we did tonight. It's going to be special for us. Okay, bring it on in. Listen up. It's Cowboys on 3. Make it loud. 1, 2.
Now, you can't sit there and tell me that that wasn't insulting enough, considering that our home team got slaughtered in the last few seconds of the game. That's what my rant is about right now. How you start a debut game for a regular season and you lose the last few seconds of the game by 1 point. Now, if that ain't stupid, I don't know what it is. But anywho, that was the start of my rant. I also had something else I wanted to add in regards to the human world, but I'm not gonna get into that just yet. But just to talk about that, we have some talented creatures on this earth, and they play awesomely in regards to their respective teams. I mean, no offense to any other. I'm an Arizona fan. Love the Arizona Cardinals. They've been the underdogs for a long time. Their franchise has been closer to the Super Bowl than most, but they deserve a comeback, which I think they're going to get a repeat of that from 6 years ago, because the last time they came close was in 2009 against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and Big Ben kind of put the smack down on my Red Boys. I was highly upset, but I'll get over it. But it's been 6 years since they've been to the Super Bowl. And I have a good feeling if they keep up with the vigor that they had, especially on Sunday, because Sunday's game was fantastic. Oh, my heart hurts. It hurts so good. It was awesome. The score was I couldn't have asked for a better game. I mean, at the start was kind of sluggish for some, due to the fact that Drew Brees, and I applaud him because that's another team I like, the New Orleans Saints. Drew Brees is an awesome quarterback. It's unfortunate that he has to get used to a whole new roster of different players, considering that there's 25 new players on his team. Now, every last one of the people that he was with last year, they all spread off to different teams. One of them in particular, which was one of his key dudes, from what I recall, has been sent to the Seattle Seahawks, who had lost on Sunday in OT against St. Louis. Now, it was kind of crazy, but don't judge me. I'm not going to get into the replay probably until later about Seattle and St. Louis Rams, because it was a really big game considering they went into overtime. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, they're one of two teams or just the one that started the debut and went into overtime. And I give them their props. It was freaking awesome. Plus, it was the weekend of the Queen's birthday, my beautiful woman. And what better way to end the weekend with a beautiful win? It was just absolutely amazing. But I'm gonna be keeping track for the remainder of the season due to the high content of what's been going on with a lot of different teams, especially shockers. You know, I know everybody knows about what happened with Tom Brady back in May and stuff like that. I don't want to get into it because it's probably depressing to most people, but I'm not gonna knock him. He's a good player. Give him his props. But I'm not his fan. I'm not a fan of his. Never was. I really didn't like him that much. Well, what am I lying for? I really didn't like him, period. I watched him play. He's been in the franchise for more than 9 years. Can't knock him, but I just don't like him as a person. He got ugly soul. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Plus, you married to Giselle Buncher. I'm thinking, sorry. But I'm a fan of his son's mother, Bridget Moynihan. I'm sorry. I'm always going to be a fan of hers, and I think she's sexier than Giselle Buncher. Don't judge me. If anybody judges me for it, I don't care, blah. But their last game against Pittsburgh, they did pretty well. I give them that. Now, they have a lot coming ahead of them because I'm pretty certain that there's other teams that's coming up this Sunday that is going to be pretty big. But I'm pretty certain that they're going to give it their all just like they did. Now, they're going up against Buffalo on Sunday. Now, I'm going to be keeping tabs on that because that's going to be in the city. And I will also have a recap on video, most likely in between the game, if not during. So we'll keep track of that. If anything, I will keep y'all posted on progress with said teams that I like, okay? Until then, stay awesome.